Hello everyone, welcome to CA Club India. I am Muskan Mudgil, content creator at CA Club India. Today we have with us CA Sandeep Modi, who is the founder of the startup for Falcon X.in. He has over 8 years of experience in Excel automation and has provided training in Excel to various renowned companies like PPG Asian Paints, TR Chadha and Co. LLP, GSC In Time Services Private Limited, etc. And also institutes like PCAs, WIRC, etc. In this webinar, we'll cover the following topics: X lookup, how to handle dates issues, advanced pivot, how to prepare MIS reports with charts. Before we start, I would like to inform everyone that this is a speaker session, but in case you have any questions, you can put them in the chat box, and Sandeep sir will try to answer as many as he can by the end of the webinar. Thank you. All yours, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, for the warm welcome. As rightly said by the Muskan ma'am, that it is a speaker session, but yeah, you can write all your questions in your chat box. We will be happy to answer all your queries. And the people who are watching on YouTube, we reply to your queries on description box, or we give you solutions. So don't worry. And the Excel sheet which I'm referring today will be there in the description. Link to that sheet will be there in the description box. So let's start the session. Let me take through what session topics we are going to cover, what we are going to make it in 1 hour, and how it can be helpful for you. Just a second, let me share my screen. Yeah, my screen is visible to everyone. Yeah, this is the kind of MIS we are going to make, and this is very simple. This will be a 20 minutes topic, and we would be covering this where you can click on any button and everything would be interlinked. This part we would be covering at the end of the session. Before that, we would be covering, as rightly said by ma'am, how to handle dates in Excel, advanced pivot tables, and X lookup. Only X lookup is available in 2019 and above version. Apart from all whatever topics I'm going to cover today will be available in all the Excel versions. So only X lookup is available in 2019 and above version. So let's come to the basic topic first, date handling. This is basic, but you can say people need this solution on a regular basis, deals with dates on a regular basis. So people need this solution. So you can say when the dates are in the number format, how to convert it into a date format. And what's the use of converting date into number format? We will understand that while preparing a MIS report. So that's why I'm covering this topic. As you can see, this dates are in the number format and some dates are in the normal format. So how can you convert dates, date number format to date format? Select the column, and this lecture is there on YouTube. You can rewind the lecture and see it once again. If you have any doubts, select the column, go under the head, home, date, short date, or long date. As per your requirement, you can select it. And you can see numbers are converted easily to dates. This is one method of converting numbers into date. Now, let's come to example second. Here, as you can see, some dates are in the right hand side, some dates are on the left hand side. But both the formatting are same. So what's the difference? So in Excel, there is a one, there are rules. For example, text are always on the right hand, left hand side, and dates and numbers are on the right hand side. I mean to say text, number, and date. As you can see, date and numbers are always on the right hand side, and text is on the left hand side. So this date format is in the text format. So it is not in the right format. So how to convert this text format date to number actual date format? Select the data, go under the table data, text to column, next, TDMMYY, or whichever format you want, you can select it. and then finish. That's it. Here, all the dates are in the correct format now. As you can see, it's coming on the right hand side. What's the benefit of converting date into a proper format? We will learn in 5-10 minutes, and I will show you all the benefits. Now, let's come to the third table where dates are in the text format also and number format also. Because whenever we are downloading the data from any accounting system, maximum times dates are in the text format or number format. So how can we uh, handle it? So here, if you put a filter on the data, this is where the filter is, where dates are not corrected. I'm just putting a filter where dates are not corrected. See, as you can see, some dates are in the text format, some are in number format. So how can we rectify it? See, if the dates are not in the correct format, it will not club itself. Here, as you can see, this formatting is not correct, so that's why it's not clubbed together. So first, how to clean it? Remove the filter, select the column, go to Home tab, short date. Now number is converted to date format. As you can see, all the dates are only 3 dates are coming wrong now. Now this, you can select the data, go under the head data, text to column, next, and here DDMM and finish. Now all the dates are coming in right format. As you can see, first benefit of converting dates into proper format is that in the filter option, everything will be clubbed together. And more examples I will cover in pivot table and in MIS. That's why date is very important, that it should be in the right format. Now, this was a date. Now, many times we want this date should, we want data in month or year, then how can we convert that format? So instead of just doing like this, writing May, you're writing 1 month, 1 month and doing that way. That's not the right way. So what you can do, here there is a one formula called text, which you can use it. Text, then value, and then the format in which you want. So 4 time M, caps or small, whichever you want, you can use it. It's not case sensitive. Now here, all the permutation combination, you can use it as per your requirement. Here all the permutation combinations I have written. This is 05 because 2 time M is there. This is April, 3 times M. If you want complete name, use 4 times. If you want date, month and year, you can use it like this. If you want date M or last 2 M, Y, you can use this kind of formula. If you have any problems, this recording is available on YouTube. You can see it or rewind the video on YouTube. You can easily see it. And if you have any comments, please write on the description. We will be happy to answer later also. Now let's move forward to pivot table. Here, pivot tables, everyone knows how to put a pivot table, but for the benefit of everyone, let me just redo it in 3 minutes, that what is pivot table and how can we use it, and then we will be going to advanced level pivot table. This is my data set. Let me add one more table here, table or column. Now one more column is added. Insert pivot table, existing workbook. This layout may be different for you when you're using a Windows. I'm on Mac, so that's why this layout might be different, but you have to use existing workbook because I want pivot here. So, okay. Now I need particulars. I need amount. Here, if I'm putting particulars here in a row because it's on text. If you want in row, this will give, this is giving me error because value is there. Now it will not give me an error. See, this is at the column level, this is at the row level, this is the value which you want, how you want. This is the normal pivot table. You can create it like this. Now, suppose you want to add some value here. Let me add my company name. And CA Club. Here, if you want to add something in this pivot table, what you have to do, you have to go in pivot table analysis. In your Excel or in Windows, it's analysis. So you can search there, change data source. Now here, this source is there. Now you have to change the source again and again and do OK. So as you can see, my company name and CA Club is already added here. But every time your data change, you have to change this source data. So instead of doing this, let me Control Z it. Now, instead of doing this, first only put the data in Excel table. Oh. Now my table has a header. Okay. Now what I'm doing, I'm putting pivot table based on table, Excel table. You can consider table as a container where data keeps on adding. And if you add something, everything will get auto updated in the pivot table. Let me show you. For example, now if I add my company name and CA Club, now and just do a refresh button here, refresh, right click and refresh. It got added. So this is the benefit of putting raw data in Excel table, so that you cannot, you don't have to change the source data again and again if your data gets updated. This will be very helpful in creating your MIS report. That's why I'm covered this topic in pivot table. This seems to be very simple, but yeah, this is very important. Now let's come to second pivot table option. Case study, you can say. This is the data, date, particulars, and amount. Suppose this is the benefit why the date should be in proper format. That also I'm going to show you. Data, insert, pivot table, existing workbook, particulars. Now it's coming down. Okay. Here, see, amount is coming. Now, as you can see, dates are now clubbing together. This is the normal pivot table. Now, select the table second, insert, pivot table, existing workbook. Okay. Date. Now see the magic. Everything clubbed together. This is the benefit that date should be in a proper format. You can easily play with the dates. This is how pivot tables help you if the date formats are correct. If you want month-wise data, just right-click it. This options will be enabled. Group, ungroup. Now you can easily select as per your requirement. Month, year, with the help of Control, Shift. Now this is year-wise, quarter-wise date. But this format is not right of presenting the data. So what we will do, right-click, pivot table options, classic layout. Okay, now everything is classic layout. What I did, pivot table option, display, classic table options. In Windows, it's display, and display only classic table layout is there. This Format is different because I'm on Mac, but Windows also users have go under the tab display. Classic table layout is there. Now go in design. If you have any queries, please write in the chat box. We will be happy to solve all your queries. And if you are seeing this video on YouTube, please write in the comment box. We will be happy to uh, respond your query after sessions also. So don't worry, your queries will be answered. Design, layout, and repeat all. Now, what I did in design tab, I removed all the subtotals because I don't need grand total, and I need repeat all items. You can easily get all the items repeated. If you don't want, you can remove it. If you want, you can use it. So this how formatting can be done easily. Now, one more thing, advantage of pivot table is that, let me show you. If I want how many bills are pending in May, you can use count function. Here, I just dragged amount once, clicked it here, right click, settings, and instead of sum, I'm getting count. What is the count number of invoice user you are getting? You will get it. If you want maximum value, you can right click it and get it. Average, you can get it. Minimum, you can get it. Products, you can get it. If you want percentage depending on the total, you can get it. Percentage total, meaning 29% of rupees is pending from the month sales. You can easily get it like this. If you want to sort the data like this, you can easily do it. Sorting is possible. Okay, this sorting is based on dates. That's why it's not coming here. But particulars and here sort largest. This is done. So you can sort as per your requirements. Any doubts you can write in the chat box. We will be happy to solve all your queries. Now let's come to the third field, which is not there. So how can we? I'm just using my first table data. Copy, paste. And my data is in table format. Insert, pivot, existing workbook. Sandeep, whether you can create pivot on new sheet, yes, you can easily create pivot on new sheet. Whether you can create the pivot based on some other sheets, yes, you can create it. There is no limit. You can create based on many sheets as per your requirements. You can create it. Why you're creating on the same sheet? Because I want to show you live data together. If my data would be in other sheet and final output would be in other sheet, that would create a problem. So that's why I'm just doing it in one sheet and one Excel book. Now, if I want particulars, amount, and tax. Now what I want here total amount pending. This is amount, this is tax. So what is the total amount pending from a particular person? So one method of doing is like this, simple add subtract, but this will not give me a right answer every time. Or whenever I refresh the data, I have to update my formula like this also. And this is a simple addition subtraction. But if you have any complex uh, multiplication or something, you cannot do it every time like this. So in pivot table only, there is an option called calculated field. Now, as you can see, my calculated item is not displayed here. So I'm calculated field and my cursor was in tax. So here I'm writing invoice value, amount, tax, and add. Okay, done. We got the value. This is how you can calculate whatever formula you want easily and pivot itself. So instead of just adding columns afterwards, this way you can easily automate your reports. Now, this is at a column level. Now, if you want something at a row level, for example, you want percentage of this both. What is the percentage? Or this percentage to this every time. So how can you get it? Or what is the total? So my cursor is at particulars field. Calculated item is enabled here. Now percentage you can write here. This will help you to get GP ratio, NP ratio for calculating when you are dividing total sales into divided by total expenses. Percentage ratio. You can easily get it. This is how, what is the percentage? Now formula doesn't seems to be right, but this is just an example. Means this is the 8.8 percentage of 4,000. And this is at the percentage level. Oh, that's why it's coming like this. So if you want anything, you can easily customize your formula as per your requirement. If you have any doubts, please write in the description box. We will be happy to solve all your queries. Okay, let's move ahead then. Lookup. This is specifically X lookup. We are not covering here V lookup. In the description box, we will give you the link of V lookup also. Now, X lookup is available in 2019 only, 2019 and above version only. X lookup and filter options. So what we have to find it here, value of CS Sandeep, and this is the amount. So we want to find here 350. By formula we have to find 350. So how can we find it? If we were using VLOOKUP, this would not be possible. Why? Because VLOOKUP will always provide you value which is towards the right hand side of the data. But here value is on the left hand side. So VLOOKUP is not helpful. Now HLOOKUP is helpful. So here we will be using XLOOKUP. XLOOKUP simple. Now, do you have to remember the complete formula? No, because Excel provides you everything that you don't have to remember the things. XLOOKUP, now what it is asking? Lookup value. What is the lookup value? CS Sandeep. Now, comma. Now what's lookup array? Lookup array means where is CS Sandeep you have to find. This is the column, comma. Now returning array. This is my returning array and done. Now after comma, as you can see, if not found is in brackets. So in Excel, that means that it is a optional field. It's not required. If you want to put the data, you can. Otherwise, system will accept the formula. So I'm just closing it and we got the value 350. But suppose, now let me take it to the advanced level. This was, now I want all the 4 values together. So one method of getting all the 4 values is writing 4 times formula. But if it would be VLOOKUP, we would have to write it 4 times. But it's an XLOOKUP, which is an advanced stage. So let me repeat myself. XLOOKUP. This is my lookup value. This is my lookup array. And this is my returning array. I need to return all the values. So I'm copy pasting everything. And we got all the values. This is how you can return multiple values. Now, after returning array, we put in comma, if not found. not in table we are writing. If we wanted 0, so we would be writing just 0 like this. And this way we would be writing. So let me first show you. Not in table only. Not in table. Not in table. Exact match mode. Exact match is 0 and wildcard is 2. So we will be using exact match. Now, first basis or last basis, +1 or -1. +1 means that whatever value first is coming, it will display that. If we will write -1, it would be giving the value which is coming last. Now we got this value. For example, now let me change this value from Pooja to Sunny. Now we got 300. But if we wrote here -1, we are getting 350. So this is the difference between -1 and 1. And one more thing here to note, if you write something here, it will give you a split error because things are not, space is not there. So you have to ensure that in between you will not write anything. If you change here, nothing will happen. You have to change the formula in first cell only where you have inserted the data. And now if you copy paste the data, that formula will try. So this is how XLOOKUP works, all the functionality. Many times people ask me, "Ki, if we want to find all the values in a given table, for example, here we have to get all the value of Sunny in this column. So how can we get it? We can use filter options, filter, complete data array, includes this, includes equal to Sunny, and bracket close, enter. We got all the value. Please let me repeat once. And if you are not understanding, please rewind the video. You can easily use it. This is very simple. Filter and things you don't have to remember, guys. Everything is user friendly. So Excel will provide you all the options to what it is trying to get it. Filter array. Array means data. This is my data. Includes, this includes, comma, Sunny. And you got the value. If you have any queries, you can write it in the comment box. Topic for today in this Excel sheet is over. Now we are moving towards the MIS report. If you have doubts, you can ask in the chat box or description box. Let's move ahead. And now we will utilize all our knowledge which we have gained. Now this chart we are going to prepare it. In 30 minutes, we will be learning everything, and I'm be repeating 2 times. So don't worry, I'm not going to rush things. And it's very simple. This kind of charts we are going to prepare. This will be helpful for your MI's office also. If file is sent to someone with old version, what will happen? If file is sent with the old version, then system will give error like this. XML error, like this errors will come in the file. This error will come somewhat, and XLOOKUP will not work. Now we will be doing this, and this sheet you might be preparing on a monthly basis for MIS reporting. So this kind of charts and reporting would be very easy for you. And let me give you an example. This was the sales data, normal sales data. On a regular basis, monthly basis, we used to get this data from the client. This sheet I have not shared with you because this was some client sensitive data, but we have changed everything. But due to sensitivity reasons, we have not shared it with anyone. Yeah, but we can show you because all the numbers and everything are changed. This is the live actual data, matlab, which is distorted sales data. Till here, we are getting raw data. After this, in this column, in this data, we didn't had a total tax column. So we just inserted one tax column here. Your rule is that do not add anything in the raw data in between files. Means many times I have seen people adding additional column in between only. For example, if total tax is not there, after tax column they add total tax column. Why? Because it's easy for them to understand. No, that's not the logic. You're not only going to read the file. Many people are going to refer that file. So instead of adding columns in raw data, always add columns in the end of the data or starting of the data. That's the thumb rule. Or ensure that color combinations are there. For example, if raw data is coming in gray column, so ensure that working columns are in yellow and final columns are in green. So if you like some other colors, but ensure that consistency is there in the data. Now this was sales. Based on sales data, we have created pivots, which we have just learned. And then based on pivot, we have created charts. So let me create for purchase raw data. This is my purchase raw data, which is coming on monthly basis like this only. And additional one more column I have added. Now my data is in table. So whenever I add new data, all my data and all my functions will automatically get updated. Let me repeat myself. My data, raw data is in table. So whenever I add new data, all my formulas will be updated. So here is my raw data. Now I have to create a pivot. Insert pivot existing sheet because my sheet is already created here. So I'm putting here. So what I have done, I have just removed the grid lines from here. View grid line because it's not looking good with grid lines. So look and feel, I have just removed the grid lines. Now this is first pivot. I want supplier name wise pivot. Supplier name wise pivot. This is my taxable value. And this is my total tax. We got the first pivot table ready. Now I want to sort it. And one more thing here to note is that this is very difficult to read. For example, I cannot make it out whether it's 11 lakhs or 1 crore 12 lakhs. Means let me put a comma separator. So whenever you're dealing with numbers, ensure that data is comma separator and if required, only decimals are there. Otherwise, decimals should not be there. I have removed. Now you can easily read it's 11 lakhs. Now I want state supply, state place of supply. I will copy, paste. This is how you can easily copy paste the data, pivots. Now you have to just remove it. Place of supply wise. We got it. Now again, I will sort the data based on taxable value. And done. I got the value. Now what I want expense advice. Copy. We got the value. Item group description. Or you can take item group description. This way you can easily take it. Sort the data largest to smallest. Now your pivots are ready. Now if you want, let me put one more. Copy, paste. If this pivot table is not opening, go under the design tab, analysis tab, field list. click on field list. This will enable. Now here you want item, right? Item group wise. Now let's create a chart, multiple charts, so that we can create this kind of a dashboard here. This was simple till now. Whatever I have explained you, this is that only. If you want some additional percentage, if you want maximum amount or minimum or number of vendors, you can easily do it from here. Right click and get it done. This I have explained you what is the maximum quantity, what is the maximum price, that you can easily do it in your MIS. If you want some additional or subtraction or some other formulas in the system, you can do it from field list item or here by doing. I'm just repeating what I have done it till now so that you can refer that how whatever we have learned can use it in the live data. That's what I'm explaining you here. And here, one more thing, let me give it to you. Why date formats are important. Copy. If my date format would be right, it would help me here. See, my date formats are right. So it will help me out here. So here I want month wise. My date format is right. So it will help me. So is this video available? Yes, this video is available on YouTube, and it is recording also. But it is available on YouTube, so you can easily revisit the session. But I guess you should pay attention now instead of seeing recording, because 90% you will understand in first go only. So let's create a pivot chart, insert. I want this line chart here. So I have created. Sandeep, it is not looking good. Just give me 5 minutes. Now I'm just minimizing my screen. This one chart is created. It's not looking good. Just give me 5 minutes. I will explain you what shortcuts I'm using. One chart is created. Now I want to create this chart. Insert. Now I want bar chart. Done. Now I want insert. I want this chart. Sandeep, it's not making sense. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm creating charts so that it can make sense. Select the chart, select the table, insert, line chart, area chart I'm creating, and this I want line chart. This is line chart month wise, and let me convert this chart to pie chart. Ma'am, I've shared YouTube link also with everyone, so you can see it afterwards. Now this is the important topic. Now my charts are I have created charts. Now you have to prepare here like this chart. So let me first, I have just kept it clean, my desk. So what I have done, I have selected everything. In view tab, I have removed the grid lines, and in color tab, I have just changed the color. Nothing else. See, view grid line. This is the common sheet. So I have just removed grid lines, selected the cell, and done. Because this color suits, I like this color, that's why I'm using this color. But as per your requirement, you can change the color whatever you want. So now I'm going to copy control with shift, I'm control X, paste. Done. All charts are coming here. Now you have to just arrange it properly. After that, I will increase my screen size. Just give me 2 minutes. I'm just arranging my charts. Now my charts are arranged. Just 2 minutes. I'm arranging my chart. It's very important that look and feel should come good, because people, before analyzing something, people go on looks only. So it's very important that it should look good also. Especially in the corporate world, people go on looks also. So now this is month-wise chart. This is now your first cut graph is present. Now you have to just rectify your graph formatting. Let me show you what I mean by that. Now first remove this lines I don't want. I want your data. I have selected here. Design, quick layout, title I don't want. I want chart name, month-wise. Month-wise. Label, I want amount. If you want something else, you can use it. Where you want, you can use it. Titles you want, where you want, you can use it. This is why. Now select the chart. I'm just repeating what I have done. I'm not going to show for every chart, but yeah, this what I'm doing is applicable for all the charts. Select the chart, title. As you can see, all the amounts are coming down. Chart above. This is item wise. Now, if you want amount, you can easily use it. Chart label, center. This is how you can create it. This what I have done can be will be applicable for all the charts. Will be applicable for all the chart, even for pie diagram. Now, what I want to do, I want to just insert a slicer here. Slicer means what, Sandeep? Slicer, this is called slicer. So now I will click on one of the charts. Go under the tab insert. Your slicer. See, I also don't remember the things. Sometimes you can search the things also. Analysis, insert, slicer. It's not that you have to remember everything. Sometimes people don't remember. You can search it easily. So keep that habit. What you want, you can search it. Your slicers are there. Now I want slicer on slicer name, supplier name, item group, supplier setting, supplier state. Now what you want, document type. Now on this for I need a supply. This was supplier name, item group, supplier state, and now you can easily select the data like this. Now, as you can see, only one chart is moving everywhere, but you want to connect all the 4 charts with this. So how can you, why it is not connected? Because when you were inserting slicer, you have selected this chart only. So you have to connect all the slices with other 4 charts. So click on slicer. Here under the head slicer, report connections will be there. Click, 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 done. Now This slicer setting is done. Click here. This slicer, let me open it. Done. Now this. And this. And we are done. Now, many times people ask that when you are handling this kind of data, this keeps on increasing or decreasing. So what we can do, pivot chart options, clicked on chart, pivot chart options. Here, repeat row at each level, that is display. If you want to sort the data, you can sort the data in layouts according to ABC or as per data source, that's as per your requirement. Auto fit column width on update. Here, if you want that it should change, then it should be off. Otherwise, it should be on. Preserve cell formatting is important. Allow multiple filter per field, that is as per your requirement. Save data, that is important. Refresh data when the file is opening, that as per your requirement you can use it. Alternate text basically means when you're giving this file to older version and this chart is not supported or there is some error, so what value should come, that is coming in that data. This is what for the chart. Copy, paste, cut, change chart, line chart as per here. You can, from here also you can change the chart. Easily you can change it. Or under the insert tab also you can change it. Select the chart. So I need line column as per your requirement. Group ungroup is not available. When it would have a proper date in the sense your date should be there. Now in pivot my dates are there, that's why it's not enabled here. See as picture macros. Now let me take slicer settings. Cut, copy, paste, refresh, E to Z, Z to E. Report connection are there. Remove is there. Group ungroup is there. Slices property. Here you can decide the size and width. Log the expect ratio means you will not be any user will not be able to move it. For example, if I lock it, this is possible, but this is not possible. Okay, one time I have not saved it. That's why it's not allowing me. I have not saved it. See, now it will not allow me. Disable resizing and moving. If you don't want to move, allow users to move it, disable resizing and moving. If you want multiple layers, you can easily write it here and then you can use it. You can decide height, weight, whatever you want. You can also decide the text size depending on the whatever you want. Position, layout, size, property. If you don't want to move but do not resize with cell, move and resize. As per your options, you can easily printable object. If you want to make it printable, print object. Otherwise, not printable. Lock means it's locked. If this is me, it will not allow you. This is how you can easily play with slicers. In chats, everything is over. Anyone, any doubts? We have 10 minutes to ask doubt sessions. We have kept it. And so let me cover one more topic here. If we have time, people have any queries can write to me or in the comment box. We will be happy to reply all your queries. Okay, no queries. Let me show you then how to update means what I mean to say. This was 12% sale, right? If, for example, this is the sales data which I am opening. As you can see, we are getting a rate which is wrong. But right click, classic pivot layout, remove subtotal, design, remove. Now, if you want to check this weight with this, yeah, you can easily total tax divided by taxable value. It is coming division because sometime might come. At some place it might be a zero or non-number value. That's why it's coming division. Or it might be at zero also some places. That may be also a problem. Some might be a zero value. That's a problem. It might be a somewhere zero value. That's why. Otherwise, you can easily divide this value and check what is the rate at which it is coming. This can help you every time when your data is coming. You have to just insert it here. You have to just insert your raw data here, and all the reports will be automatically coming with the help of refresh button. And this is where refresh button is. In data tab, refresh all. That's it. And for next month, you have to just insert your raw data below one or the other and press refresh button. Everything will come. Here, one more thing to explain is that this is the you can say timeline, meaning how to insert it. Let me show you in the purchase data. Select the data, pivot, chart analysis, insert timeline, and here it will only show the date column name where the data is in the date format, and my date format is correct. That's why it's showing. Otherwise, it would not show. No, I'm just selecting here. right click. Here, if you want year-wise data, you can easily select from here. Quarter-wise data, as per your requirement, you can select it. Days-wise also possible as per your requirement. So I'm just putting year-wise. Now, as you can see, only one is coming. Why? Because it's not connected. Similarly to pivot. So right click, report connections, and connect all the reports, pivots with it. And that's it. Everything is now based on timelines, which month you want to see the data. So you don't have to get additional month or year column with the help of timeline. So this is very easy, I think. If you want, you can increase the timeline also like this as per your requirements. So this was all about in today's sessions. If you have anything, you can ask me. Sessions, topics, and description. This workbook is there in the description box. This sheet is not there. First three topics which we have covered, it's there in the chat box and description box. If you have any queries, you can ask me. We have 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Muskan ma'am, we are done for the day. If you have any queries, you can ask me.
Thank you so much, sir. This was really insightful. If anyone has any questions, they can put it in the chat box.
If you are leaving, please write your comments how you like the session in the chat box or in the description box. You can share this video with your friends who are learning, or your colleagues or your junior, so that it will be helpful for you and your colleagues, which is in your office working together, or friends. Similar lecture was we have conducted in past also. In description box, we will share that link also with you. So yeah, any comments or anything you can write in the chat box or on description below YouTube. If you liked our session, please like our channel. So no comments, no nothing, ma'am. So we can close the session.
I think there are no questions or comments. In case anyone has anything to say or they have any questions, they can put it in the comment box in the YouTube video, and so I will try to answer that. Thank you very much everyone for joining us, and thank you so much, sir, for this incredible session.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.